Get her in there.
Spoiler cat. You see Larbo, you mean spoilers.
Okay, no, this is the spoiler review. No. Review? We're just talking. Okay, so no, this is, we're talking
Spoiler thoughts.
some more, yeah, talking some more Glass, which we just saw. We did a little spoiler free video. Now we're just got home and wanted to talk some more about it. We did a lot on the way, which I wish we probably should have recorded, I guess. We
Yeah.
had some good ideas. Okay, let's just start the discussion with the biggest spoiler is everyone dies.
Yeah. All three.
Yeah.
All three characters die.
So yeah, how did you feel about that?
I don't mind. I don't mind a movie where people die as long as it makes sense. It does. It's sad. Like I'm sad, especially about him because he's the good guy. Sad for his boy and all that. But yeah, no, it's. This is the thing. Everything about this movie and Elijah kind of says it over and over. This is not comic books. This is not spandex. This is not the over the top. This is real life. This is what would happen in real life if people had some sort of just extra ability. You want to be real over the top, it would just be extra, a little bit. And yeah, that's what would happen. Everyone would die.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean,
that's what would happen.
Well,
I mean, although it's not fair how Dunn dies. If he does it,
it's not, because I was gonna say, I mean, the Beast, while he does in the first one get shot, he isn't unbreakable. Dunn, on the other hand, he survived this train, without even a scratch. So he might be able to take a bullet. I don't know. That's never occurs in these movies. But I would think he'd fare better against a bullet than the Beast, which is how the Beast dies.
But he's not the Beast when he gets shot, though.
True.
If he was the Beast when he got shot, he'd do better than Kevin. Was it Kevin that got shot?
Yeah, no,
Kevin.
that is true. Yeah, it was Kevin, because she... so...
I just realized, though, it was a secret society that shot him. I was thinking it was just cops that shot him.
No.
It was the secret society.
Yeah, that was where I first noticed where I first noticed the tattoo was the guy that shot him, the sniper that shot him. It kind of focuses on the gun and on the hand, and you see the tattoo. And then after that, it shows everyone else has the same tattoo. Well, at least that SWAT team. So yeah, Kevin is shot, not the Beast, because in this movie...
I don't know the girl's name.
Yeah, I don't either. But the one thing we really liked about it, which we mentioned in the other review, was the continuity. They brought everyone back. So the girl's back, and she has some kind of bond with Kevin.
Kevin, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe some of his other personalities too, but
yeah,
it's really because she relates to Kevin and the abuse that they both suffered. That's the cat opening the window.
She's able to calm him down.
She's an empath.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's
I mean, one could argue that maybe there's some latent superpowers there with what she does, but that's never developed or fleshed out or anything. Although, Mr. Glass does say this is an origin story, so that leaves kind of leaves it open for interpretation.
Yeah, we both thought. Well, yeah, when he says that, we thought maybe she has some kind of abilities. But I guess the origin... Well, okay, so that was my first thought, and then we talked about this. My second thought was the origin of the secret society, Illuminati, if you will, whoever that goes and
Clover people.
hunts supers, because their thing is there can't be gods among us. That's not
But that wouldn't
fair.
make sense to be their origin story. They've been doing it for 10,000 years, she said.
That is true, yeah. So that was my second thought, which, yeah. But the third is...
I mean, just that once this footage is revealed, that superheroes will come out. So it's not just an origin story, it's the origin of an era of superheroes, of all their origin stories, basically.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and you don't know that at the time. I mean, we didn't mention that yet, but... So that's the
when he says it.
Twist, I guess. That's the twist.
That's the final twist.
Is throughout the whole movie, Glass is setting this up to be this big comic book showdown, this big battle on top of this like Avengers looking tower.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is gonna be, the battle in front of all the media, and they're gonna show themselves to the world.
This guy was hyped for it.
Yeah, stupidly, I wanted that to continue.
It's not that kind of superhero movie.
No, it's not. So that's the whole. So that's the twist. You're expecting this battle, or that was Glass's intent all along, but no, he's actually one step ahead of everyone again.
Several steps ahead.
Yeah. So he downloads the footage from the cameras, which, by the way, I mean, throughout the movie, you see them installing cameras. And you're kind of like,
she says it too.
Yeah. And it kind of focuses on these cameras, like, for, like, launch shots. Like, they're, there's some intent there. There's a reason to show them installing cameras.
Yeah, true.
And that's the reason is there's hundreds of cameras, and he was able to take all the footage. And I guess so he just sent them emailed. I don't know. He sent them to the three. His mom, the
girl from Split. I don't remember the character's name. And then I did just have one thought. The doctor, who's part of the secret society or whatever. Her whole mission and the society's mission is to keep all this under wraps. So when it just makes more sense when she says to keep all the workers and patients away from the windows, like away from that side of the building, because not only does of course keep them safe, like keep them away from what's going on, but she can't have anyone seeing it. She thinks no one saw. They have this big ass lawn that goes on forever, and so no one's really witnessing what's going on except the police.
Yeah.
And even then, I guess the police are seeing superhuman stuff, like security, their car gets flipped.
I don't know if there were police then. I mean, whoever the SWAT team was. I guess they might have been police. Because the eventual, like, elite or whoever, the ones with the tattoos, they come in and kind of take over. But in the beginning, it's all security that they're fighting.
Yeah, when they flip over the car.
Yeah.
But to be fair, like, he kind of just looked like he was on, like, a drug. Like, how people, like, on drugs can, like, take down a bunch of grown men and shit like that. That's just kind of what he looked like to the...
Which is how she explains
to
the staff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the staff, she's giving a whole speech, like, they were all hopped up on drugs, and that would explain away all that you saw, and, just don't repeat what you saw.
The stuff that got recorded was more than, drug explanation. Like, him bending the metal and...
Yeah.
Flipping over cars and all that stuff was pretty...
Yeah, her name was Casey.
Casey, duh, yeah.
Yeah. So he sends the videos to his mom, Casey, and then I know his son's name, Joseph.
Oh, that's it? Oh, yeah, he does, and he calls him Joseph. I think it was a J.
J, I just saw on there was, oh wait, no, that was Split, never mind. It was M. Night's character in Split, which is different from his character in Unbreakable and Glass.
Wait, why do you say that? It's the same character in all three.
What?
Yeah, because he even says, he's like, a lady from my building was killed. Because that lady, the psychiatrist lady in Split, is looking at the footage with him, and she's talking shit to him about the food he's eating, and she's going through remember, she's like, oh, so anyone else would have walked around the trash. That's the same guy who comes in to get more security cameras, or whatever, from the whatever he gets, I don't know what he gets. But it's the same character.
Wow.
Tied all three.
Yeah, he tied. So M. Night's J is the same J in Unbreakable, Split, and Glass.
Yes.
Okay.
It's Unbreakable. That's like the kind of far-fetched one, because he says he was involved with some rough people in his youth. Is that what he says, or in his young days? Or I don't know, the way he words it, it's like you were like 40 then. I'm like, okay, maybe not. That make him like 60
he was
now.
in his 30s. Maybe. No, I don't even know. But he did look older.
How old is he now?
I don't know. Do we gotta look?
No, we don't have to look it up, but I'm just like, because that was like 20 years ago.
Yeah. He's probably about 50.
Yeah, well, was he that young making movies? Good man.
Yeah, yeah.
Those were his. Those are like that was his.
I feel like Sixth Sense. He was early 20s. Yeah.
Ooh, good for him.
Yeah.
Like Patricia, good for you. She says so.
Yeah, we got to get into that. So that was another great moment, and happens early on in the movie, like the first 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, like this starts off 3 weeks after Split, and David Dunn is hunting the Horde.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it happens pretty quick. He finds him.
He finds him and they fight.
He rescues these girls. There was another set of girls that the Horde kidnapped.
Which is, I believe, the third set.
They say third.
So there was one in between, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is awful. I guess no one got out of that one.
Yeah, I agree.
Because they keep saying Casey's the one that he let go, you know.
Yeah. They don't go to too much detail on that. But yeah.
Although Casey later on does say a lot of people have died. She tells Kevin, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of people have died. So I'm assuming he killed all the hobos. Remember when it went like underground?
Oh, I didn't. No, I didn't think he was going to.
Why was he there then?
He did say that's he mentions, someone mentions, I'm trying to remember which personality says it, but he says he's gonna go meet the beast. It might have been Hedwig, but I don't know if that came out of him, but he says he's gonna meet the beast where what does he say, where the broken are
oh yeah,
basically
I guess
where
those
all
people
the
would be broken.
Basically where all the broken are is how he says it.
So yeah, it probably wouldn't hurt them.
Yeah.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing that we were talking about was that one could argue that it would have benefited from being rated R. I don't see a reason to make it PG-13. I don't like gore, personally. I don't like blood and guts and all that stuff. And I mean, and this movie isn't for kids, so why not make it rated R? The second one was rated R.
Mm-hmm.
So why not? Like, why didn't they go for it? Maybe it was just real close to being PG-13, so they just decided to broaden that.
Yeah, I know going in I was worried about that.
I like that Mr. Glass, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, that he, talks, the way he talks to Hedwig, basically.
Yeah.
That he, like, cause I was wondering this, I'm like, was he born 9 years ago? Was there a baby inside this dude? Or did he show up as a 9-year-old? I was curious how that went, and this movie addresses that he is just perpetually a 9-year-old. But Mr. Glass, like, praises that as, like, you see the world for what it really is, and that's your, like your ability, your super ability or whatever. Like, he kind of knows how to talk to him. Man, he's a master manipulator. He manipulated the twist, which is manipulating us and everyone else in the all the characters, you know?
Yeah.
You know, he knew. He's the only person who knew everything that was going on.
You know, that's the movie. Glass isn't doing much and you're waiting for them, so I'm like, man, why is this called Glass? But then when you get to the end, you're like, okay, that's...
I mean, maybe that's one thing people don't like about it. One thing that maybe people might nitpick about it, too, is Bruce Willis and/or his performance, but that's the character. Like, we were discussing that before, that he's just a normal guy and just kind of monotone and kind of boring, even in Unbreakable. But that was his movie, so you get to see more of him. In this, he's kind of just a set piece. Like, he's just kind of around compared to McAvoy's acting, which is super over the top.
Yeah.
On purpose, you know, which is justifiable and fine. And then, Samuels, which is, you know, when he's not comatose, he's acting and whatever. But in comparison, Dunn's just He just stands around with his hood, and there's not much acting there for a.
Yeah,
good
there's
actor,
really
but
not much for him to do, but yeah, like you
there
said, that's
isn't. So I
how
can
it
see
was
that
in
being.
Unbreakable. So
I guess it works. It's fine with me, but I can see someone complaining about why is Bruce Willis in there? He phoned it in, or I could see someone complaining about that. But it's the character. It fits with his character in the first one. I like that's fleshed out M. Night's way too. If you know Patton Oswalt's ideas about it. I love his enthusiasm and his, that he's a fan and he's excited for it. But I like that it wasn't just that. If anything, what he says about it is kind of the setup after this movie, because he was saying that there's more supers and he was pitching that idea, and it doesn't conflict with this world that M. Night created. It just M. Night wasn't that part of the story yet. But also, I like a story where people die at the end. I like a Rogue One. I like that kind of movie, and it's a little bit of both. And I know those movies piss people off, so maybe that's part of it. I don't know. I'm trying not to just be a Shyamalan fangirl. I'm trying to critique it, but I'm not seeing the 36%.
yeah, I don't know. That was comparable to, we kind of looked up some of those scores for M. Night's movies.
Happening was in the teens.
Yeah,
Lady in the Water was in the 20s.
Oh, was it?
I think it was in the 20s.
So it was The Village that was like.
It was in the 30s, around this. I think so.
Okay.
That's right.
Well,
or I think it was like 40, so it was close to this. It was.
Okay. Yeah. I guess they're.
Like The
No. Well, I do like The Village. I'll say they're comparable because I do like The Village, but I like this a lot more. So.
But do you like it a lot more on its own, or because you like the trilogy a lot more? Like, there's a lot more material to compare it to.
Yeah, that's probably. It's probably because of the trilogy. I mean, it's hard to say. How would you do this story on its own?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But I'm just saying, like, to be fair, you're probably thinking of all three together.
Yeah. So, okay.
I'm thinking of his movies. And I give him a pass for a lot of them that people kind of poo-poo. But this one I think is actually good. Especially if you like the other ones. Maybe some of the reviews are coming from people who aren't really invested into that world, so like, why do you care about those characters or
yeah,
whatever?
Yeah. Well, that was my thing with Split. I think you definitely, to really enjoy Split, I think you have to see Unbreakable. That's it for this video.
What does he do in the movie? It goes like this.
Oh, yeah. That's a good. There you go. That's our signature now. We just go off camera and then.
Fuck you to the audience.
I like it.
Alright.
Alright, let's do it. Okay, that's it for. We're done. Okay, yeah. We're done talking glass.
Bye.